page, and it looked exactly like this. We learned how to open an element and how to close the element. And I promised that today's lesson we'd learn how to link multiple pages together, how to create links, how to create a mini website. And before we do that, we really need to learn the basic structure of an HTML file, because we were sort of cheating in our first lesson. So to begin, all HTML web pages begin with the HTML start tag and end HTML end tag. Next, all of our actual content goes in a body tag. So we start the body tag here and we end it at the bottom of our content. Next, each page has a head section. And the head section is where we title our page. Now really quickly, I'm just going to edit the font size in my notepad setup so it can all fit on the screen at once and you guys can all see. So let's recap. We've got our HTML start and end tag. We've got our head section with our title. And we've got our body section. That's the basic structure of HTML files. So let's save this again as test HTML. Fire up our web browser and view the file. And there it is. It looks exactly the same as from our first lesson. But you notice now we have a title right here. And that comes from our head section and our title section. Okay, so now that we have the basic structure for an HTML file down, let's go ahead and add our first link. Let's add it above our paragraph. The HTML code to add a link is A, short for anchor. And inside our anchor tag, we'll have some text that reads, click here for our new page. It's not that simple though. We need to tell the web browser where to look to navigate to our new page. So we're going to use an HTML attribute, and this is the first time you've seen this. href, which is basically telling the browser where to look, equals, and this is where we add our value to this attribute. Our value is going to be new page.html. Let's go ahead and save our page again and refresh it in our web browser. We now have a link. If we click it, things fall apart because we haven't created that new page yet. So let's go ahead and create a new page. Start out with the basic structure. All files use this structure. Could have actually just copied and pasted our old file, but you're supposed to be learning, so repetition might help you. So we're just going to create a link on our new page that takes us right back to our first page, just to create a mini two-page website. So again, our first page was named test.html, and we're going to write back to our original page. Close our anchor tag. Let's save this as new page.html. Now, when we go refresh our web browser of our first page, we can click here for our new page, and we can go back to our original page. Here we have a working two-page mini website. The files are written in a correct structure, and that's all for today's lesson. To recap, you learned how to create a link, how to link two pages. You learned the basic structure of an HTML file with the start and close HTML tags, the head section, and the body section.